Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 21-day mindful movement and breathwork challenge. I had a lot of you message me and let me know what you're wanting to focus on for the 21 days, and I'm really excited about it. I just tried to set up a way to do it live through Facebook, and Zoom didn't seem to work, so I don't know if anybody who is tech savvy, please help me out with that. So otherwise, I think we're going to have to do it on Zoom. And then what I'll do is I'll post the videos to the Facebook group. So if you're not able to catch the lives, then you can just watch the replays. I'm going to keep them short. There'll be a couple, 10 to 20 minutes every day. And I would really love to have you join me on Zoom if you're able to make it. I set the first one for 6 p.m. just because it works for me, but if you have a time request, let me know. As long as it's early enough in the morning, I could probably do it early morning for those of you overseas and you need the mountain time. Evenings won't work for you probably. So why don't we do one real quick thing just to kind of get everything started. The series I did with Eckhart Yoga on myofascial yoga for stress reduction, one of the most popular videos in that series is the sequence that I did for upper body tension. And so I'm going to walk you through just maybe one or two of those movements. And the thing with these is that you want to not do them just like once and then forget about it. It's something you might want to do several times a day. So if you do, like if this upper body kind of holding or tension is a thing for you, if this is something you track in yourself and you want to have some exercises to work with to either bring awareness there or to decrease that tension, then this is a really good movement. So how it works is all you're going to do is lift your shoulders up and then lower them down. But we're going to do that in a really specific way. So let's take a minute first and see if you can bring yourself into mindfulness. Taking a few breaths to find your center. And then on your next inhale, start to slowly lift your shoulders up toward your ears. And at the top, you want to squeeze ever so slightly. It should be a very gentle squeeze. So no pain, no intense stress in the tissues, just a slight squeezing until you're feeling them turn on. And then hold, and then slowly lower. Now here's the trick. When you get to the bottom, so when you've lowered your shoulders all the way, see if you can lower them a little more. Can you let them get a bit heavier, fall a little bit further away from your ears? And this is different than pushing them down. Like I can muscle my shoulders down, but this, what we're trying to do is just not do this. So we're just undoing this to this. Okay, let's do this a couple times together. So you're going to lift your shoulders slow. And when you get to the top of your, just sort of, this is about as far as you can go, then squeeze your shoulders toward each other. You might keep lifting a bit until you feel a sense of the muscles turn on. Once you feel like you're engaged, hold. And then slowly lower, as slow as you can. Slow motion lower. And you might track for a little bit of jerkiness in the movements. It might not be fully smooth. It's actually a good sign. I'll tell you a little bit about it later. But track for that. When you get to the bottom, again, can you let them be just 1% heavier? One more time. Lift. Squeeze. hold. Slow as you can, lower. And then when you get to the very bottom, can you let your shoulders be 5% heavier? And let's do some circles. Let's go 5 forward, 5 back. Maybe just a little wiggle and shake. And then let's do some nose circles. The nose circles is really great for upper shoulder and neck tension. So for this one, imagine that you have a marker on the end of your nose and you're going to draw circles with that marker, but make the circles as small as you can make them. And we'll go 5 one way, and then we'll go 5 the other way. And then for this last one, I'm going to invite you to either, if you're in a chair that you can lean back in, just lean back so you can kind of relax your upper back. If you're just sitting on the floor and you don't have back support, maybe see about laying down on the ground for this next part. Or laying down, or just relaxing back into a couch, wherever you happen to be, so that you can kind of let some support hold your upper body. And we're going to do some breath work. So I've kind of set myself up in a way that you can't see me super well, but I'll be on the other spot next time. So for this one, if you want to put your hands on your belly, all we're going to do is some easy, natural belly breathing. And this one is just so great for allowing your system, your nervous system, to calm and settle. So once you're comfortable and got yourself in a position where you can relax, bring your hands onto your belly. And all we're going to do for the first maybe 5 breaths here is notice the breath as it is. So without changing anything, bring awareness to just how it feels to breathe in this moment. And one of the things I'll invite you to start tracking for is any place in your body where you might be holding a bit of lingering muscle activation that doesn't really need to be there. Sometimes we'll get into patterns where we'll guard or we'll brace or we'll hold something almost as a habit. It maybe just left over. So tracking that in your system. And if you find any of those holdings that don't really need to be there, or you don't really need to be holding them, don't try to make yourself let them go. That's really important. The first step is to acknowledge the sensation of holding or bracing with an attitude of gratitude toward the body's intelligence. So I like to say when I track that, thank you for protecting me. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me safe. Muscles, fascia, whatever you're tracking. Thank you. So just that acknowledgement might be enough for those tissues to melt a bit and soften on their own. And if not, again, don't worry about it. Just become aware of the holding with either gratitude or compassion, maybe. Like, oh, yeah. You're working hard. Thank you. Let's come back to the breath. And exactly what we just tracked in the whole body as far as holding, now we want to track in the belly specifically. So see if your abdominal musculature in any way is holding as you inhale. Again, if you find that holding, just think it. And then we're going to take 5 breaths. And the focus for these next 5 breaths is to simply allow the belly to soften on the inhale. And then allow the exhale to be effortless. Allow that exhale to kind of fall out of your body. So inhale, relax belly. So it might feel like a bit of an inflating, but not a muscling. It just kind of inflates all by itself as the diaphragm moves. And then exhaling, letting the air fall out of your body. 3 more. And that's it for our challenge today. It was a super short one, but I just wanted to encourage you to dip your toes in and see that these are things anybody can do. You don't have to be fit, and you don't have to be flexible, and you don't have to already know yoga. These are just simple, easy movements that anybody can do. And I also want to say before I close for the day that I know some of you who follow my page are going through really serious medical situations, and some of you are even bedridden. And I just want to really cheer you on and let you know that you can do this. Please modify, please take anything I suggest and make it fit your experience. If you want something a bit more active, we'll throw a couple of those kind of mindful cardio bits into our challenge. And if you're in a situation where cardio isn't going to be healthy and good for your body, then see about laying in your bed and bite-sizing it, visualizing it, doing hand movements in mindfulness, or you can always join the breath part of the challenge. So each of the sequences, I'm going to have a little bit of mindful movement and then a little bit of breath work. And I'm thinking we'll just progressively increase the challenge level of them, but please keep commenting and letting me know what you want so that we can really tailor this challenge to exactly what you're looking for. And I hope that you get something out of it each time. So let me know in the comments what you request for next time, and hopefully we can do all of the things. So thank you so much for joining, and a great big hug and a namaste to you.